I'm ChezPride. Welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I am finally posting the speed build that I've been holding on to for the last couple of weeks. Basically the whole reason I built the speed build is because Eco Lifestyle went on sale, so I finally bought it. I've been debating on buying it since it came out because I don't really like the whole gameplay aspect of this pack, like the action or the neighborhood action plans and all the voting and all of that. I tend to turn that off, but that's the whole reason I didn't buy it. But there's been a couple of things that I really wanted in it. For example, this flooring and wallpaper, the red flooring and wallpaper that look like metal. I really any of the swatches on it. I just want the metal walls and floors because I've been imagining building basically shipping containers that for houses that are stacked on top of each other weirdly. I don't know. Ever since I saw this wallpaper and reviews I watched of the pack, I was like, I want to build that. And I will say, it probably looks better without the yard. You could just totally cut the yard off of it, but because I was trying to specifically build in the world that came with Eco Lifestyle. I also call Eco Living sometimes, so if I call Eco Living, that's my bad. I don't know why I'm convinced that's what it's supposed to be called, but I'm trying to call it Eco Lifestyle because I double checked and that's the name of it. But anyways, because the lot was so just awkward without nothing there, I added a little side yard with a pool, and I didn't know what else to put in it, so I put a grill and a table and some bushes and stuff later on. But would it really be a ChezPride build without an awkward grill area in the yard because I didn't know what else to put in that? I tend to do that quite often. But anyways, so I decided because of the way this house was built that it would probably be best to use ladders to go upstairs and downstairs. Basically, the way I set this house up is the bottom layer is the entrance and living area. The second layer has the bathroom and the bedroom. And then from the second layer to the third layer is more of an office slash skill building room, really. That's kind of what I imagine it as. But either way, because I was building this all because I got Eco Lifestyle, I did try to use some of the Eco Lifestyle stuff with doors, and that window in the front, and I do end up using some of the furniture. I put a dumpster out back. I just thought that was kind of fun. I do wish that this world had. This was one of the smallest lots in the specific world. I do wish they had given us a smaller lot, but I feel like this house would look a lot better on a smaller lot. But we are working with what we got. Also, I feel like the trimming on the outside boxes really helped. But basically, inside, I decided to just go red like crazy. I know I kind of did that for the Christmas cabin build I did a month or two ago, but I decided to do it again here. Basically go red with white and black accents. And I will say I kind of wish I had waited to build this after I knew the bathroom pack came out, because I do want to try building with the bathroom pack, and I haven't had a chance to do it yet. I kind of wish I had waited to do this build till then, because I could have really jazzed up this bathroom. This is a big bathroom. It would have had a ton of room for clutter, but that didn't happen because I didn't know the pack was coming out of my build. This build is that old. I told you I've been holding on to this build for 2 weeks, at least. But I did end up putting some windows all around there, especially the top one has the 3 windows. But I figured it would most logically make sense to put pillars on the bottom of the corners of the boxes, just so it doesn't look like it's completely floating in air and the corner could just fall off. I know we can't do that because it's Sims, but I still want it to be kind of logical. But as you can tell in the bathroom, we're very much going for a red, white, and black theme. Not because of Georgia Bulldogs, even though I'm kind of from where they're from, but I do like the red and black and white colors outside of that factor. But I tried every room to do a little bit of a different color red. Also, there weren't that many a lot of red rugs that looked that great. So you do see me using carpet as rugs quite often in this build. And also, sometimes I feel like I cluttered up the walls very awkwardly, especially like in here. Um, Later on in the bed, I decided to put. I like the paintings I put above the bed, but that is like, oh, the outside wall has nothing on it, and that's gonna show. So I better put something on it. And then like I put a picture on it, and it looked awkward. So yeah, just worrying about that. But I did put a little dresser area with a mirror, so that's nice. Here we are working on the office, and it's slash skill building room, but I wanted that view with the computer so you could just set your desk and have a nice big window to look out of. I always thought that was real nice. Like I said, I tried to put a little bit of a different red swatch in every room because I was a lot of red, but I don't want it to be like all the same shade of red. I want there to be some dark and light contrasts in there, especially with it having white and black accents. But I did find that rug to work. It's shrunk down, so that was nice. But we used that corner chair, and it's the same chair. It's going to be matching the couch that we put downstairs in the living area. We did the living area kind of last when it comes to the inside. But here on the wall, I was having a hard time deciding what to put on this wall. I ended up putting a shelf on it and then putting the speaker on the shelf and kind of like having that look like one item. I thought it looked kind of nice. But I did try to fit a lot in this room. And these pillars, this ends up being a recurring thing I do in this build, is those black up and down pillars that come like three at a time, stacking them next to each other and just doing like interesting wall decal instead of like a painting or something. I just thought it looked a lot more interesting than having paintings absolutely everywhere, especially because this is more of a modern build. So I tried to really get that modern flair. Up here you see I did an area to dance. There's some plants on the wall. I did some yoga. And then I do end up actually, after I decorate this room with plants like crazy, I don't know why, I just decided this room needed a bunch of plants. I guess because of the huge window, they could really get that sunlight. But I did decide to put a, not a treadmill. I don't know what these things are called. I'm not really that much into fitness in real life, but those workout machines I decided to put there. And of course, we added some more plants. Here's where I'm deciding to put that painting that looks kind of awkward. Like, it's the right color schemes of it, just kind of ends up looking awkward there. But I do like what I do about the bed. I don't know what these are called. They're not paintings, but they kind of stick out of the wall, but they worked really nice above that bed frame. But at last we were doing the living area, so I tried to do that kitchen in that corner behind the ladder, and then there's the dining room, and then beside the kitchen is where the living room is going to be, and then I also do an entranceway. Not the best entranceway I've ever done. You guys, if you watch my speed builds, know I love to build a nice entranceway, but this one just looks kind of awkward, I'm not going to lie. But I think at first we're doing the kitchen. So I totally deck out in red. I had a little fun with the cabinets. I ended up putting a long cabinet next to the oven, which is going to go in that space right there. I thought the cabinets looked nice. It was kind of hard to do on a medium wall height. I did end up having to like delete the counter and like move stuff around and experiment a little bit. But feel like it ended up working out in the end because it ends up looking like we have that huge cabinet next to the stove, which would be very unfortunate if you had a fire, but it was a small space for a kitchen, so I just did what I can. I even gave it a little bit of a backsplash with the different red and the money trash can. That makes it all worth it. I feel like every build should have a money trash can. It's just so helpful in the game. Like, no lie, it is extremely helpful. But this is also another area where I wish I had the bathroom color kit so we could use that new soap dispenser. I love that. But now we're working on the dining room. I didn't do anything too crazy for the table and chair, but I do put a very decorative rug that kind of makes the space look busy, but like in a good way. Like kind of breaks up the contrast a little bit. Um, and I take forever deciding what I want to put on this wall. But uh I do end up, at first I was like, oh, these plants look nice, and I was like, no. At this moment I decided that this house belonged to a feminist. So she is going to put up all the female posters on the wall that she can. That is where I decided to go with that. And now we're doing the entranceway. Like I said, I'm not a fan of mainly because the table I chose. I kind of looks like a skateboard, and I was like, why did I end up choosing that later on? But I was like, you know what, whatever, I'm gonna work with it. We do use some of the clutter from the other clutter kit, just like the normal clutter kit we got before we got the bathroom clutter kit. I put like the phones. I decided that this person wears glasses, so I ended up going and putting glasses back upstairs as well, and just going through all the clutter and putting some headphones on the desk and stuff like that. But it all works out. I even put a coffee cup apparently in a hat upstairs. Yeah, I totally used that clutter kit a lot more than I realized. So going back and watching it now, but of course we had to add more plants. Like, how could we not put plants in an eco lifestyle build? Like, come on. And that red is probably the brightest red we have in the whole build. That rug is like the brightest red we have. Like, I should probably chose a better rug. But I loved how this area kind of snugged in for like a dark lounge TV area, like a theater room almost, because the screen is so big. I do end up putting more of those uh columns in the three at a time columns, because when the walls are down I just wanted something more to contrast it. I know I put the carpet in there to kind of break it up, but I wanted something to like block the kitchen from the living room. And I do end up putting a little table back here behind the couch as well, just with some nice decorations. I thought that she made a like cats, so I put a cat little decor up there, and a little plant, of course, more plants. But like I said, this is where I decided to put more of those, and I just think they look so nice, especially in this theme of a build. I thought it ended up looking quite nice. It does kind of have this big open area. It's awkward, but I did put a speaker, so I wanted there to be playing room for people to dance. Out here, I'm finally doing the outside. I did add some floats to the pool just to kind of chillax. And here I go pushing the bushes. I know they're not quite against the wall. That does get fixed by the end of the video, I do promise. But I ended up putting these corner pieces with these trees in them. I just thought that looked kind of modern and it added some more greenery. Like I said, this is an eco lifestyle build, so I kind of thought the greenery would be nice, especially even though it doesn't really fit the world as much. I feel like the build fits the world better than the yard does. But hey, I did my best. Like I said, I was just trying to fill up the lot. I don't think I did that great of a job on it, but I wish that this had been put on a smaller lot, honestly. Like, but hey, what are you gonna do about it? Like I said, I put a grill and table out there because that's why I always end up doing yards because I don't know what else to do. I'm from the South. Like, that's the main thing we do outside is grill. Um, but yeah. The build is almost done here, just making a couple more adjustments, like fixing the bushes and whatnot. And we're gonna go into some slideshows here, so we kind of just show off the actual build, and I kind of just walk you through it as if you're walking through it. Once I get on the inside, kind of try to do it where you can kind of tell what things are right next to each other instead of going through in the game and giving you an actual tour. But we have the entranceway into the into the living room, and then dining into the kitchen, and then upstairs, and show off the whole build like that. But I hope you like this build. If you like this build, it is on my gallery. Gallery information is always down below. I don't know if you would like this build. It's kind of an odd one, but it's one I've had in my head for a while, so I'm glad to be finally posting it. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and do all that awesome stuff because you guys are awesome people. I'll see you next time. Alright,